Europe, once the darling of the cruise industry, is facing a new reality. Local communities, feeling overwhelmed by the influx of tourists, are pushing back. Protests have become common in destinations like Venice, Barcelona, and Dubrovnik. Residents complain about overcrowding and environmental damage. They argue that cruise tourism brings more harm than benefit. New regulations and restrictions on cruise ships are being implemented. The cruise industry must adapt or risk losing its foothold in Europe. Faced with mounting pressure and declining popularity, the cruise industry is being forced to rethink its strategies. Instead of battling the growing tide of resistance in Europe, many cruise lines are setting their sights on more welcoming destinations. The Caribbean, with its idyllic islands, warm waters, and welcoming culture, has emerged as a prime alternative. This shift is not merely anecdotal. Data reveals a clear trend of cruise lines reducing their European itineraries, while simultaneously increasing their presence in the Caribbean. Major players in the industry, including Royal Caribbean, Carnival, and Norwegian Cruise Line, have all announced plans to redeploy ships from European waters to the Caribbean. This strategic move makes business sense. The Caribbean offers several advantages over Europe. The region boasts a year-round warm climate, eliminating the seasonality issues that plague European cruises. Additionally, the Caribbean boasts a plethora of island destinations within close proximity, allowing for diverse itineraries and shorter sailing times between ports. This exodus from Europe represents a significant shift in the cruise industry's landscape. While some might view it as a setback, it's perhaps more accurate to see it as a strategic realignment. Cruise lines are adapting to changing market dynamics, seeking out destinations where they are not just tolerated, but welcomed. The Caribbean, long a popular destination for cruise ships, is experiencing a surge in arrivals. This influx is driven by a confluence of factors, including the cruise industry's strategic shift away from Europe and the region's enduring appeal to travelers. The Caribbean offers a winning combination of sun, sand, and sea, coupled with a vibrant culture and a welcoming atmosphere. For many Caribbean islands, cruise tourism represents a vital source of income and employment. Governments are eager to capitalize on the industry's renewed interest, investing in port infrastructure and tourism facilities. New cruise terminals are being built, and existing ones are being expanded and modernized. However, this embrace of cruise tourism is not without its critics. Some express concerns about the potential environmental impact of increased ship traffic, particularly on delicate coral reefs and marine ecosystems. Others worry about the social consequences of over-tourism, fearing that the unique character of their islands could be eroded. The challenge for the Caribbean is to find a balance between reaping the economic benefits of cruise tourism while mitigating its potential downsides. Sustainable tourism practices, environmental protection measures, and community engagement will be crucial in ensuring that the industry's growth benefits both the islands and their inhabitants. Norwegian Cruise Line, or NCL, stands out as a prime example of a cruise line actively shifting its focus from Europe to the Caribbean. The company has announced significant reductions in its European itineraries, particularly in the Mediterranean, while simultaneously bolstering its presence in the Caribbean. This strategic move is evident in NCL's deployment of ships. Several of its vessels, previously sailing European waters, are being redeployed to the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. This includes ships like the Norwegian Star, Norwegian Dawn, Norwegian Jewel, and Norwegian Jade. Furthermore, NCL is investing heavily in its Caribbean fleet. The company has two new ships, Aqua and Luna, slated to join its Caribbean operations in 2025 and 2026, respectively. These state-of-the-art vessels, equipped with the latest amenities and designed for the Caribbean market, demonstrate NCL's commitment to the region. NCL's strategic shift exemplifies the broader trend within the cruise industry. It highlights the growing importance of the Caribbean as a cruise destination and the willingness of cruise lines to adapt to changing market dynamics and traveler preferences. Section 5. Economic Impacts, a tale of two regions, winners and losers. The shift in cruise tourism from Europe to the Caribbean has significant economic implications for both regions. For the Caribbean, the influx of cruise ships represents a welcome boost to local economies. Increased tourist spending translates into higher revenues for businesses, creating jobs and stimulating economic growth. However, this economic windfall is not without its caveats. Cruise lines, known for their tight control over passenger spending, often direct tourists towards their own onboard shops and excursions, limiting the economic benefits for local businesses. Moreover, the reliance on a single industry like cruise tourism can make Caribbean economies vulnerable to external shocks, such as global recessions or changes in travel patterns. In contrast, Europe faces the prospect of losing a significant source of revenue. The decline in cruise tourism could lead to job losses, particularly in port cities heavily reliant on the industry. Businesses catering to cruise passengers, such as restaurants, souvenir shops, and transportation services, would also feel the pinch. The economic impact of this shift in cruise tourism highlights the complex interplay between globalization, tourism, and local economies. It underscores the need for both regions to diversify their economies and develop sustainable tourism models that benefit both visitors and residents. Section 6. The allure of the Caribbean. Why it's a cruise paradise. The Caribbean's resurgence as a cruise destination is no accident. The region boasts a unique set of attributes that make it irresistible to both cruise lines and travelers alike. The allure of the Caribbean lies in its idyllic islands, pristine beaches, crystal clear waters, and year-round warm climate. For many, the Caribbean conjures up images of paradise. Picturesque beaches fringed with swaying palm trees, turquoise waters teeming with colorful marine life, and lush rainforests echoing with the sounds of exotic birds. It's a place to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life, to unwind, relax, and reconnect with nature. Beyond its natural beauty, the Caribbean offers a rich cultural tapestry. From the rhythmic beats of reggae music in Jamaica to the vibrant carnivals of Trinidad and Tobago, the region is a melting pot of cultures, each with its own unique traditions, cuisine, and history. The Caribbean's appeal extends beyond mere aesthetics. The region offers a sense of warmth and hospitality that is hard to find elsewhere. The people of the Caribbean are known for their welcoming nature, their infectious smiles, and their genuine desire to share their culture and traditions with visitors. Section 7. The future of cruise tourism, a delicate balancing act. The shift in cruise tourism from Europe to the Caribbean highlights the dynamic nature of the travel industry. It serves as a reminder that destinations once considered secure can face challenges, while those previously overlooked can experience a resurgence. The future of cruise tourism hinges on striking a delicate balance between economic interests, environmental sustainability, and the well-being of local communities. Cruise lines, facing increasing scrutiny over their environmental and social impact, must prioritize sustainable practices. This includes reducing emissions, minimizing waste, and engaging responsibly with local communities. Failure to do so could lead to further backlash and jeopardize the industry's long-term viability. Destinations, both in the Caribbean and beyond, must carefully manage the influx of tourists. Over-tourism can strain infrastructure, damage the environment, and erode the very qualities that make these places attractive. Sustainable tourism strategies, including visitor management plans and the diversification of tourism offerings, are essential. The future of cruise tourism is not about choosing one region over another. It's about fostering a more responsible and sustainable model of tourism that benefits everyone involved. It's about creating a future where travelers can explore the world's wonders without compromising their beauty for future generations. Section 8. Beyond economics, the environmental and social costs of cruising. While the economic impacts of cruise tourism dominate headlines, it's crucial to acknowledge the often overlooked environmental and social costs. Cruise ships remain significant polluters, emitting greenhouse gases, sewage, and other waste products that harm marine ecosystems. The sheer size of modern cruise ships exacerbates these issues. A single ship generates vast amounts of sewage, wastewater, and garbage, burdening local infrastructure. Constant docking damages sensitive marine habitats, like coral reefs and seagrass beds. The influx of tourists can overwhelm local communities, leading to overcrowding and cultural clashes. Economic benefits often go to cruise lines and multinational corporations, not local businesses. Cruise lines must adopt stricter regulations, invest in cleaner technologies, and contribute to marine conservation. Section 9. Conclusion. A new era for cruise travel. The cruise industry stands at a pivotal juncture. The shift towards the Caribbean reflects broader trends shaping travel. The era of unchecked growth is fading. A new era of responsible tourism is dawning. Cruise lines, destinations, and travelers must embrace this shift. Prioritize sustainability, invest in cleaner technologies, and engage responsibly with communities. The future of cruise travel is about reimagining it. By embracing responsibility, the cruise industry can chart a new course.